Hello, we are back for what is definitely going to be the last part of this Comic-Con and YALC haul. So I have taken everything, I've upended my suitcase. This is the last lot of books and bits and bobs that I have got to share with you. So we're going to go straight in with this gorgeous Marceline and bubblegum fan art stand design thing. I'll show you, hold on. The shop card I have somewhere because it wasn't in the little baggie that it came with, but how gorgeous is this? This is a romance I ship hard, honestly. Absolutely love the design and the art style here. The second part of the haul that I had this really cool book that was inspired by the author's home that he had created to be kind of like a landmark, a really cool like magical looking house that you can go and visit. Like it's like a, I can't remember the word, like an attraction you can go and see, and it's called Talistan by John Tarot, and it says The Stranger's Guide to Talistan. So he is working on a third book, I do believe, and they're all standalone novels but set in the same universe. And they all follow like 13-year-old children. So in this one we've got a 13-year-old boy who stumbles into the world, and they're all set in different time periods as well, which I think could be really cool, especially if eventually they end up like interlinking. That could be really awesome. On the back, by the way, the cover is stunning, looks like a really old book. I love that. It's also got a maze in the actual, like the actual garden is a maze, I do believe, like in real life. And there's this big stone pillar that has the design in it. Rule 1, nowhere is safe. Rule 2, always have a way out. Rule 3, be invisible. Rule 4, don't make friends. Rule 5, do not talk to dead people. That sounds so good. He even signed it for me, which was awesome. And this is how underneath looks, which I wasn't expecting like an extra design or anything. So this is absolutely stunning. I just love that effect. It's gorgeous. It's like mahogany. And then on the back there's some more writing which says, forged in fire, carved in ice, rooted in rock, wild as wind, shielded in shadow. The walls of these rooms ward us. The power of these doors protect us. The magic of these moons encloak us. Wherever we are, whenever we are, Talistone is. Ooh, I wonder if that's some sort of prophecy or like spell or something. It sounds fantastic. Note from Penguin Random House. This is my book bag, and I got 2 books from them. I got an anthology of folk horror, which sounded fantastic. This is The Gathering Dark, edited by Tori Bovalino, and look how gorgeous that is. It says these are the shadowed liminal spaces where curses and monsters lurk, refusing to be forgotten. These are the stories that haunt us. And then here are the authors that are sharing their works in this collection. So got from that stand The Woods All Black by Lee Mandello. This looked really cool. It's a very short piece, but it looked like it could pack a punch regardless. This one says The Woods All Black is equal parts historical horror, trans romance and blood-soaked revenge, all set in 1920s Alapet. I can never say this. Appalachia. I always want to say a cappella. That's singing, not a cappella. It sounds awesome. I was really trying to get Daughter of the Chaos Goddess as a proof, but I spun it and I didn't win. But I got this really cool like coaster. It says Firstborn of the Sun. I think there was 2 different proofs you could win if I remember correctly. So this isn't a book, but it is a gorgeous piece of stained glass jewellery, not jewellery, decor. It's from Glass Crocodile. It really made me chuckle because the lady was like, this is going to sound weird, but do you like pentagrams? And I was like, sure, that's really weird. At that time I was dressed in my Raven cosplay, and she said there's something about you that gives me this sort of vibe. Anyway, I actually really liked it. She wanted to show it to me. She said you're no obligation to buy it. It was discounted, and I thought it was beautiful, so I decided to go ahead and buy it. Let me show you. Here it is. Isn't it stunning? Obviously you're not getting the full effect because there's no natural sunlight here, but this is going to look absolutely beautiful hanging around one of the windows, probably in my library, my little library. so it's hopefully nice and safe. But yeah, this is stunning. And we're into the last bag of books. Have Night of the Witch by Sarah Rush and Beth Revis. This looked really, really cool. There's also a bookmark here for it. Looks like it's already got 2 books, so there's Night of the Witch and Fate of the Witch. I hope I got the first one. Hold on, let me check. So this actually sounds like it's going to be a forbidden romantasy with a witch and a witch hunter. It says their love could never be forbidden. Fritzi is a witch, the lone survivor of a brutal attack on her coven. She's determined to find her only remaining family member and bring the Hexenjaggers, zealot witch hunters, to justice for the lives they ended. To do this, she will need to take down their leader, the merciless and enigmatic Commandant Dieter Kirch. Otto is a Hexenjagger, but that's just his cover. Years ago, the Hexenjaggers burned his innocent mother alive, and he has been plotting his revenge against the people who tore apart his family ever since. And now the time has come for them to pay for what they've done. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, okay. So they're gonna fall in love, right? Because he's not really the bad guy. Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. When Fritzi and Otto are unexpectedly thrown together, neither is sure they can trust the other. The reluctant truce, fueled by their common enemy, takes them from the city at the heart of the Hexenjagger's power to the wild and mysterious Black Forest. As old truths come to light and new dangers are revealed, Fritzi and Otto uncover a horrifying magical plot at the centre of the Hexenjagger attacks that leads back to Commandant Kirch, but their own growing feelings for each other may be the most powerful magic of all. For some reason, as I was reading the back there, it reminded me of the TV show, because I've not read the book, of The Magicians by Lev Grossman. I don't know why, something about that kind of sparked that in my head. Oh, I'm very intrigued. Okay, what else? I have a massive book that's holding up all the other books, and it was stunning. This is Fadum, Enter the Fairy Realm by Agnes Monod-Gayrold and Lorna White. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, there's another author, Nedzaya Makiva. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's a bewitchingly illustrated book that will take you on an enchanted journey deep into the fairy realm. Meet the many and varied fairies who call it home, discover their magical powers, and listen to their long-held secrets. Ancient stories, myths, and legends entwine to create this spellbinding compendium of fascinating creatures. I love anything like this. It's beautiful. The illustrations inside are absolutely delightful, and I just love like a bestiary of sorts, just discussing all these magical, wonderful creatures. So I'm gonna look forward to reading that. It smells amazing as well. And the last 3 books are actually the first 3 books I think I purchased along with these 2. I'm pretty sure I bought these 5 all at the same stand, and of course I cannot remember what stand that was. I think it might have been Hotkey Books, but anyway, here we are. This is Our Wicked Histories by Amy Goldsmith, and this looks absolutely marvelous. This says, there's something in the lake at Wren Hall. At the notorious Grey Scott Academy, reputation is everything. For Meg, the rules are simple. Keep your head down, know your place, and stay invisible until graduation. That is until the glamorous and intimidating Wren twins, Lottie and Sebastian, decide to take Meg under their gilded wings. But not all that glitters is gold. I've also got this gorgeous cover of The Crimson Crown, which looks like it might be a what's it called? Evil stepmother retelling. It says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most wicked of them all? This is so beautiful. It's by Heather Walter. Oh, it's the author of Malice. Ah, okay. Which I'm pretty sure they were saying was the retelling of Maleficent. And yeah, I remember having this conversation now. This is from a different stand. This was from a stand where they create sprayed edges. Gosh, do I not have the business card? I might have shown it in the first video, but this one was reduced to £15 because it was a less than perfect print. I think there's like minor scuffs or something, not that my eye can see. I feel like that's an eye, but it still looks ever so beautiful. And let's see if it looks any different. Oh yeah, I can see like the gold. Oh yeah, it's got gold. There's also that, but it's a little imperfection, but it's nothing bad at all. So yeah, this is Snow White's Dark queen tells her side of the story in this queer, witchy reimagining of the classic fairy tale from the author of Malice. I'm going to have to go back and get Malice then and kind of read them. Not necessarily back to back, but have that collection, because as I said in, oh my gosh, it must have been the video before this, the other part of the haul, I love a good retelling, especially if it's queer. Elsa, are you okay? My cat's having like zoomies and now she's chatting. You alright? I saw a new Garth Nix book and I had to check it out. This is We Do Not Welcome Our 10-Year-Old Overlord. What kind of title is that, Garth Nix? This sounds amazing. So it says, a strange and powerful object falls into the wrong hands. Kim's always lived in the shadow of his younger sister, Ilya. Everyone talks about how smart she is, but in Kim's eyes, she still makes mistakes. When Kim and Ilya find a strange otherworldly object floating in a lake, Kim is sure it's bad news, but Ilya is irresistibly drawn to it, especially when it starts communicating with her. Ilya decides to take it home, and soon she is starting to call the strange object her friend. In return, it's given her powers over insects, animals, even the weather. Surely no one should have these powers, particularly not 10-year-old girls who think they're always right. Can Kim and his friends figure out how to save Ilya from herself before it's too late? This sounds so good. A possessed child. Love that. And lastly, now with these, I could have got a 3 for 2 offer or something, but I already had All Hail the Pumpkin Queen, and I'd already read another one of the Tim Burton's retelling. You can guess where I'm going with this, right? Of The Nightmare Before Christmas. And it didn't work with the offer because there was only one other Nightmare Before Christmas book that I didn't have. God, that was so long-winded. All that to say, I got this. This is The Battle for the Pumpkin King, a thrilling original graphic novel set in this world, of course. Just lastly, shall we show you some of the artwork? Gorgeous. So that, my friends, wraps up my haul of when I adventured in the London Winter Comic Con and YALC 2024. Let me know if you went there and if you got yourself any goodies. I am now going on a money ban, a spending ban, because I did some damage. But, you know, I saved up for all this. I made sure I had adequate savings designated for this weekend, but I think I still surprised myself. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry it had to be split into 3 parts, but I couldn't imagine myself sitting there. Like, gone are the days where I used to watch like 2-hour plus long book hauls, so I couldn't, like, my attention span wouldn't take it, and I couldn't sit any longer than like 30 minutes. So I hope you didn't mind that it was broken up into parts. I hope you liked the video. I will catch you in another video soon. Bye.